Blanky time. It's almost time for Blanky time. Come along and take our hands. We're going to Blanky land. Hola, bienvenidos a Blanky time.
El Blanky Time de 101.1 FM.
Me llamo Mateo.
Y me llamo Piedra o Roca.
Sí. Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos a este es una podcast de dos amigos y en este podcast mi y Mateo hablar de muchas cosas.
Sí, muchas cosas. Todas cosas.
Todas las cosas. Y hoy hablamos de qué, Mateo.
Hoy hablamos comida.
¿Comida? Sí.
Sí.
De controversial.
Controversial comida. Preguntas.
Preguntas, sí.
Sí.
That was pretty good for a cold open.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm a little rusty in my conversational Spanish.
Before we say the topic again for all the gringos, how you been, man?
Oh man, dude, it's been such a long week.
Yeah, I'm still sick.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, you sound just as terrible as you did last week. It's
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's been a good week though. We're here, happening at the roastery, chillaxing, sipping some coffee. This is really good. I made an Americano, and I'm very pleased with it.
Americano? Is
Super
that
tasty.
Spanish for
How's your latte?
American? It's good.
Yeah. Is it coconutty enough?
Yeah, it's good. I needed something warm because my bones were getting cold.
Muy bien. Well, yeah, I'm excited. Today, we're going to be riffing on some controversial food topics.
Food opinions,
food questions that are just kind of like we're going to rapid fire a bunch of them.
We need to set the record straight.
Set the record straight, yeah, because these things, I mean...
There's a lot of dumb people talking about this.
Yeah.
And we're really the only ones qualified.
Right, we're the only qualified individuals
with my refined palate and your limited palate.
Yeah, I love chicken nuggets, man, and I'm not going to apologize for that. But my love for chicken nuggets has given me the supernatural ability to be able to
phase through walls,
answer the questions that are burning in your mind as it pertains to your food choices.
I think that's just a fever.
Yeah,
that's just a fever burning through my mind.
Yeah, maybe just a fever. But there's some big questions in here we're going to get to today. And I'm very, very excited to hear your take on them and to see where we agree, where we disagree. And, yeah.
Should be good.
It's going to be really good, man.
We'll start out with the easy one.
Start out with an easy one. You want to go first?
Does Grateful Coffee have the best dirty beans in the business?
Oh, man, without a doubt. That is, like, not even a controversy. Controversy? No, we had 100% best beans you can find. We roast them to order. So you put in an order, hey, I'm roasting it the same day or the next day. You're getting it within a day or two after that. So you always get the best beans possible. With that, sorry, I lost track of thought. I lost train of thought. I just got a text. Yeah, so we also partner with nonprofits, Guatemala. We do a lot of good. We work with education programs, feeding programs, community building, nutrition supplements. Nutri-Listo is a big one. We're going to be in Guatemala in the next couple of weeks and hanging out with some of the kids at the school we built. We'll be passing out some Listo. We're going to be passing out some Christmas gifts. And it's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to find out more.
Sorry. She's starting to thaw. We need to keep her in the freezer till Thanksgiving comes.
It's just something I need.
Grateful
Well,
coffee.
this is the Thanksgiving episode, I believe.
Probably, yeah.
And yeah, if you want to get some coffee or find out more, grateful.coffee or grateful.coffee. Anywhere you want to look for us, that's where you'll find us.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it.
Yeah. So anyway, second question, not food related.
I mean, it could be.
I need somewhere to set my coffee mugs.
Your coffee mugs.
Yeah. Something that is
You're just
not
tired
gonna,
of putting them on the floor?
I'm tired of putting them on the floor. I need somewhere that I can put them, that they're going to stay and not fall.
Not fall. Okay.
Yeah. I need it to be sturdy. I need it to be level. I need it to look nice. And I need it now.
You need it now? Well,
Where
I don't
can I
know
get
if you could get it now, but if you put in a order and a custom submission on oaknutworkshop.com, you can contact, there's this guy named Stone.
Oh.
And he makes some really cool stuff. You know, people ask him, like, what exactly do you specialize in it? And I'm just like, I do it all, baby. I do it all. Or he does, sorry, Stone does it all.
Stone does it
You just
all.
need to check out his website, his social medias at Oaknut Workshop, and you'll see all the incredible things that this guy can make. And it's pretty easy to contact him. You can either go on the website, there's a contact page. You can submit photos, write a message, put your contact info, and Stone Kiker will get on top of that bad boy and start designing the custom good that you need done. So, if you're interested in leatherwork, metalwork, or woodwork, hit him up at oaknutworkshop.com or just check out his stuff on social media at Oaknut Workshop.
All right. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, oak nuts are actually edible, you know, are acorns. People call them acorns. It was controversial to eat acorns because they have a lot of tannins. And so if you just eat them straight up, it can poison you.
Yeah, we don't want that.
But there is a way to eat them, and that's by grinding them up and soaking them in water to draw all the tannins out, and then you can eat that bad boy.
That's a good knowledge to have. That's not one of our questions today. I don't think a lot of you guys are anxious to eat acorns. Maybe, but we do have some pretty cool ones. So, you want to kick us off, or you want me to kick us off? What are you thinking?
Let's just start with the classic.
All right, what's the classic?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Why? Why do you think it's a sandwich?
How do you classify a sandwich?
So, I think that you pulling a Socrates on me.
Yeah. Am I?
Well, I wanted you to dive into it first, and you just Uno reversed it onto me.
I mean, you know, I think that you have meat inside bread with toppings on it. What else would you call it? Because is a hot dog still a hot dog without the bun?
Well, you have
a hot
hoagies.
dog's still a hot dog without the bun. So.
Yeah, but traditionally it's ate with the roll, the bun thing.
Sure.
What I think.
I've seen people roll it up in a piece of white bread.
That's.
But that's not
odd.
A hot dog.
So, what I think is that a hot dog is a subclass of sandwich, right? Just like a hoagie is a subclass of sandwich, okay? You have different classes and different things that make these sandwiches specifically what they are, okay? So what makes a hot dog is, one, the type of meat it uses, and two, the medium in which it's delivered, which is a small roll cut in half, right? If you were to put a different type of meat on a hot dog bun, it would be a sandwich using a hot dog bun. But it can't go the other way.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree. But
Tell me why.
I just think it's pretty simple. You put meat with toppings in bread. It's a sandwich. Doesn't matter what variety it comes in.
But if you wanted a hot dog and
Yeah.
you asked for a sandwich
Hmm.
from a deli, they're more than likely not going to give you a
Can I
hot
have
dog.
a hot dog sandwich, please?
More than likely, they would get a hot dog, splayed in half, and grill it, and then put it on sandwich bread. And that's a
Maybe.
completely different thing.
Maybe. Maybe. And I will leave that up to the deli that I order it from. But yeah, I don't know.
So
It's just pretty simple for
do you
me.
think there's a difference between a sub and a sandwich?
Um, I mean, a sub is a sandwich.
Yeah, but not all sub.
What differentiates it is the submarine.
Yeah, it's the type of bread, and
Is it
it's
the type of bread? I think it's the shape of the bread, maybe, or like the
well, yes,
length of the bread,
same difference.
maybe.
Because like sandwich bread isn't the same, uh, makeup. It's like a
Right.
different type of bread.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I am looking for simplicity in all things,
simplicity.
and I think the simplest answer is usually the right one.
I don't know, but then we wouldn't have categories for anything.
You can still have categories, but most of those categories are just subclasses of a broader classification system.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't know.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Hot dog in bread sandwich.
How
Sandwich
about
bread.
you, listener? Tell us. What do you think? Is a hot dog a sandwich? What do you think? Oh,
I
you
don't
think it is?
I don't think it is.
They're saying yes. Didn't you just hear them?
No, I didn't. I had my headphones on.
All right, you can reach out to us on social media or at blankytimepod@gmail.com. Let us know the answer. We may even put this as a poll.
I think if okay, hear this. If you if you cut the hot dog in any way, whether splaying or slicing,
Hmm.
then it becomes a sandwich.
Okay.
It's just like to get into another one.
Okay.
Are boneless wings glorified chicken nuggets? And I would say
Yes.
no,
No?
because a chicken nugget to me is the specific delivery system of the chicken nugget, which the meat composition is completely different, right? Because the
Mm,
chicken nugget is basically just like the hot dog version of chicken.
so Chick-fil-A doesn't have chicken nuggets. It has chicken wings.
Yeah,
But they call them nuggets.
it would have boneless wings, I would say, because it's an actual chunk of chicken.
Hmm.
You know,
That's interesting.
because
Yeah.
colloquially, when you bite into that, when you bite into that chicken nugget, like a classic McDonald's nugget,
Ugh.
it's like,
It makes me sick just thinking about it.
it's the consistency is completely different, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like if it's an actual chunk of meat, I think it can be not to say that it is a wing, but in society we call it a wing because of what it is,
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand that. I would still kind of probably just classify it as a nugget because, like, I make a lot of like homemade nuggets. We'll just buy a chicken breast and slice them up like a breast nugget.
Yeah.
You know, they're not as big as like a boneless wing I would get at
Wingstop.
Wingstop or wherever, but they're like roughly Chick-fil-A size, Popeye size.
Love that
KFC
chicken from
has like
Popeyes.
has like nuggets now, but they're like not processed.
Yeah.
Like So
Personally, I think that what is typically thought of as nuggets should be called something completely different. It should be because it's
meat
more like
fritter,
it's more like a hot dog in like consistency.
chicken dog.
Chicken dog. Yeah.
But most hot dogs have chicken in them anyway.
Do they?
Yeah.
They got. Yeah, I guess
It's like
so.
beef, chicken, pork,
It's
all
everything.
mashed together. It's like let's just
Yeah.
put all this leftover body parts from these animals
Yeah.
in a sack
Yep.
that's edible.
Yep.
And there you go.
Delicious. So I think there should be different terminology,
Okay.
but because the quality is so different,
Yeah.
that calling it a boneless does it more justice than a nugget, because nugget is so like bottom of the barrel quality of meat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe we could just call them nugs.
Nuggets, and nugs, because
Yeah.
nugs is like a with a Z,
Nugs with a Z.
and that's like the
But I think
better
that's what
the
they
better
call
nug.
the meatless nuggets. They call them nugs.
Meatless nuggets or
Yeah.
nugs?
It's like with the miracle meat or whatever they call it.
Miracle meat.
It's like the what do they call it? The
That's what they called me
impossible.
in
The
high school.
impossible. I don't know. Miracle meat.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So I mean, I think that's what they call like the vegan chicken nuggets or something. Nugs.
Just why are vegans trying that hard to make meat food not
Just
meat?
eat meat.
Yeah, just eat meat.
Just eat meat.
You know,
Right. Yeah. Although like mushrooms, you can like use mushrooms.
like a portobello.
Yeah. I mean, there's some like meatless dishes that are like made with mushrooms that are like delicious. Like burgers and nuggets, chicken breast. I mean, I guess it's not really chicken breast.
So is a burger a sandwich, or is it a burger?
I think the burger is the meat that you are eating on the sandwich that is the hamburger, the burger.
Then why in everywhere else in the world do they call what we call a chicken sandwich a chicken burger?
Mm. Because it's processed chicken, maybe?
No, it's like
No.
a
I've
fillet.
had a chicken burger.
Yeah. You know what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
It is the shape of the bun that makes it a burger
Okay. Okay.
rather than a sandwich. Because like if you go to Sonic, you can get something with like Texas toast, and that's a sandwich
Is it?
with a hamburger patty.
Right.
But if
See?
it has a bun, that's what makes it a burger.
Huh. See, I just think that it's still a sandwich. It can be called a burger. But when you break it down to what the definition of a sandwich is,
Yeah, it's a type of sandwich.
it's a type of sandwich.
But if you ask for a chicken burger versus a chicken sandwich, you're going to get two different types of bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give more
That makes
credit to the
sense.
bread
Okay.
here. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
It's like
I hear you.
a lobster roll, right? Is basically it's made on like a hot dog bun, but it's cut different,
Right.
right? It's cut
Okay.
on the top versus on the side, and I think that makes the language different.
Mm.
You know,
Okay.
just trying to give some more cred to the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I hear you.
Put that on a T-shirt. More cred to the bread.
More credit to the bread. All right. Well, then I got one for you then. Is a taco a sandwich?
No,
I don't think so either.
because of the type of bread.
I mean,
You know, it's corn.
it's corn. Right.
Yeah, a taco. If it comes on a flour tortilla, it's not a taco.
Right. Right.
It's gotta
Exactly.
be
If it's not in a
maíz.
corn, yeah, if it's not in a corn tortilla, it's not a taco.
Yeah.
It would be technically classified as like a wrap if you're in a flour tortilla, maybe.
Nah, because it's not wrapped. You know,
Right.
it's more like fajita style. Like if you got fajitas, it comes with flour tortillas, and you're like grabbing it and you're eating it.
Right. Right. Was a fajita a taco without the shell?
It depends on what type of tortillas you get.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So really, you're giving more credit to the bread.
I'm giving all the cred to the bread.
You can
know?
find this at blankytime.net. Blankytime.net. You can buy a T-shirt. It says "Cred to the bread,"
Cred to the bread.
and
We don't have any merch.
we're gonna have hats too.
um,
All right.
but then it's like if the taco is folded slightly over on both sides, is it really just a cannoli?
Mm.
Like a taquito
I
is
like
really just
taquitos
like
a lot.
a Mexican
Like a meat,
cannoli, right?
maybe.
Because you have some kind of shell on the outside with a filling on the inside.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, potentially.
So could a hot dog be a cannoli if the bread touched all the way around? And I'm totally
Yes.
stealing this idea from another podcast.
Yeah, I
They
think
talked
so.
about basically everything goes back to cannolis, so we might want to steer away from cannolis. But
Oh,
if you
well.
if you think about it, it's a good rabbit trail.
Yeah, I think you're right. If the bread touches all the way around, it's not a sandwich anymore.
Yeah.
So it would be like a burrito because a burrito's not a sandwich, right? Is it?
No, but it's more of a wrap.
Right.
Like if you hold it and it doesn't unwrap, then it's a wrap.
Right.
If you picked up a taco and you like held it together, but if you held it on a different end, it's gonna fall apart. What makes it a wrap is the fact that the ends are tucked in. They're tucked in, you know?
Tucked in ends. Tuck
Yep.
those ends in. Okay. Okay.
So then there's a wrap place called Roly Poly, and they actually only tuck one side. What is that?
Hmm. Be like a gyro.
A gyro?
Gyro, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I don't eat it. I
They're
don't eat it.
good, dude. Some shawarma.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Hmm.
I would say a gyro is um more like the fajita, you know,
Okay.
cuz but then is it a taco? See, I think we're on the same page that tacos have to be corn.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then what is something that is like a taco but it has a different type of bread?
Burrito.
No, but it's not wrapped. It's not tucked.
Huh. Yeah, we have to come up with a new name for it. A quesadilla, honestly.
No, but quesadilla is two pieces.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Otherwise, then it's more like a gyro if it's folded over.
So yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's the fajita thing is a Mexican gyro.
Right.
That makes more
That
sense.
makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
I think you're onto something there.
because you have sour cream, which is kind of like tzatziki. You know, you got meat, you got other stuff on there.
Okay. So a hot dog's not a taco then,
No, definitely not.
even though
It's
it's
a
the
type
same
of
shape,
sandwich.
but it's because of the bread.
Yes.
Dude, you're all about this bread.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get this bread.
All right, I get it. I get it.
LGBT. Let's get this bread.
So is a quesadilla just a Mexican grilled cheese then?
Yeah, because if it's two pieces, which
Yeah.
is a real quesadilla has two tortillas.
So it would be a sandwich then, technically.
Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, because the grilled cheese is a sandwich.
Yeah, because it's two tortillas
Yeah.
put together, and you
Some
slice
cheese.
it. Yeah, it's definitely a sandwich. By all
Yeah.
classifications of a
It's
sandwich.
just a super thin sandwich.
It's a super thin Mexican grilled cheese.
So then the question is a sandwich predicated on thickness,
No,
right?
I don't think so. I think it's
It's by the
makeup.
layers. No matter how thin or thick the layers are.
yeah, it's got two pieces of bread that come together.
This is getting deeper than I ever thought it would go.
Right.
This is great.
This is cutting edge, and I'm glad that you and I, like, we're qualified to talk about this.
Mhm.
We do have a vast knowledge, a very vast palate.
So a quesadilla that's made with just one tortilla is actually a gyro.
Right. Or a
Eh.
pita pocket. It's the same thing, right?
No, that's different. Because it's
The bread.
a pita pocket is more closely related to like a Boston cream donut or like a jelly-filled donut. Because
So it'd be a pastry.
it's like encompassing the whole thing.
So it'd be a pastry.
I think it's a pocket. Any of those are a pocket.
A pocket is a pastry, though.
Like a is it?
Is it? I don't know.
I think when I think of pastry, it has to have pastry dough,
Like a
like a hot pocket. Like a hot pocket has
it-
pastry dough.
Yeah, right. Even though it's got meat in it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Alright.
across the pond, they would call that like a pie technically, because they have like meat pies and sweet pies.
Okay, so if a sandwich is not characterized by thickness, even if it is, if it's characterized by makeup, what makes it up? You have a bagel with cream cheese. Is it a sandwich?
Probably not, because I think bagels are their own thing because it's not solid all the way across because of the hole. Like like a Boston cream or a jelly-filled donut isn't real. It's made up of the same stuff, but it's not visually a donut.
Right.
So that it's more of a visual aspect versus what it's made out of.
Okay. Okay. So what about a calzone then? It's not pizza. It's a pocket,
Yeah, it's a
which would
pocket.
be not a
Follow,
pastry
yeah, not a pastry, so that falls into like pita pockets, Boston creams, jelly-filled donuts.
and calzones.
Um, sometimes like you can get a chicken shawarma in a pita pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to wraps, then are wraps just cold burritos?
some wraps can be hot.
Yeah, but cold wraps though. Like
Cold wrap.
think like grilled chicken wrap from Chick-fil-A.
They have that.
Yeah.
Is it cold? Is the
Mhm.
chicken cold?
Yeah, it's cold chicken.
Oh, that's nasty. I
When
like
you
the Wendy's wrap where they have like the chicken tender in there
Oh, dude, yeah.
because the chicken tender is hot, but then it's like
What about cookouts wraps? Are they wraps? They're not really wraps. It's just a
why aren't
chicken
they
tender.
wraps?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a wrap.
I think a wrap can have one open face that's allowed,
Like sheet snack wraps.
but it at least has to have a tucked in end.
Like the bottom has to be tucked in.
Yeah, either both ends tucked or at least one end tucked.
Right.
Because if it wasn't, then it would be a cannoli.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You know
That
what
makes
I'm saying?
sense then. All right. So along the lines of bread and breading is a Pop Tart ravioli.
Mm.
So when you
I
think
mean, it's
about
more
what
like
makes ravioli ravioli,
but it's pasta dough. More cred to the bread. It's pasta
yeah,
dough.
man. But I don't know if that theory holds up.
I think a Pop Tart has more in common with a hot pocket.
So it would be classified as a pastry,
A pocket.
a pocket,
Yeah. A pastry pocket.
a pastry pocket, which
Yeah.
is different than a pita pocket.
Yes. Because like the dough on a Pop Tart really is really close to like a hot pocket dough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which
Okay.
those are in the category of like a handheld pie that's not in a dish.
Okay. So you take. What if you took Pop Tart bread and you stuffed it with pepperoni and cheese? What is it then?
It's a hot pocket. Right?
What if you stuff it with like sausage and egg? Still a hot pocket?
I think so. Which really hot pocket falls into like pie. It's like handheld pie. It's just like a different form of a pie.
Hmm.
You know?
Okay.
Because there can be sweet and savory pies.
Okay. All right.
Because like one thing that's not done a lot in America are savory pies. But if you watch like Great British Baking Show, on Pie Week, they're making savory pies, they're making sweet pies, and some of them stay in the dish they're cooked in, and some of them come out, which would make it probably in the handheld category.
Mm-hmm.
So that's predicated on size and also like how structurally sound it actually is.
Interesting. Okay. So I've learned a lot here. So we've broken down sandwiches, hot dogs, gyros, subs, burgers, pastries, cannolis. It all goes back to the bread,
Yes.
right?
Which
Okay.
some of those are sandwiches, and some of those aren't.
Hmm.
You know, like an
Okay.
open face sandwich is exclusively like a Stromsburg, right?
Okay.
Which I don't think is actually
A sandwich.
a sandwich. That I would say an open face sandwich is more closely related to something like a pancake.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a
So is
savory
So is a
pancake.
pancake a type of bread?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So
you could have two tiny pancakes and make a breakfast sandwich out of it.
that's true. That's true. Okay. So, but is a crepe a pancake or is it a separate dish?
I think it's a pancake. It's just a really thin one.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So are waffles just pancakes with abs?
No,
No.
because the texture is different. Which waffles are better than pancakes in my opinion
Right.
because even if you douse the thing in syrup, it's going to diffuse once a square is filled up. You can just smoosh the syrup all around and get an even coating. Whereas like a pancake, especially if that thing's buttered and you put syrup on there, it's going all over the place, not really even, and it just ends up on the underside of the pancake.
Right.
You know.
Right. Okay. All right. So in that case, is a muffin a breakfast cupcake?
I think it depends on what's in it, because some muffins have like bits of stuff in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's more true to a muffin than a muffin that is basically just like a piece of cake. You know what I'm
What
saying?
if I get a blueberry muffin with icing on it? Wouldn't that just be a cupcake?
I think it has to have maybe a cupcake exclusively has frosting on it.
Does it?
Maybe.
What if people just want the cupcakes because they like the yellow cake?
Yeah, the
You know, the
yellow
underside.
cake batter.
Hmm.
But I think what makes the difference is frosting
Frosting makes the difference.
versus
So if
icing.
I get a chocolate chip muffin, but I put frosting on it, it's not a muffin anymore. It's a cupcake.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, I've learned a lot just in the last few minutes. This is interesting.
Let's take a break from the bread.
Okay, let's get into something a little
All right. So
more serious.
this is one that I've been noticing more and more. Um, and it has to do with salads.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
I think more often than not, people just really like salad because they like sauce and they like sauce on anything else besides greens, right? Because really the hero of a salad is like all the other stuff you get to put in it
Right.
on top of the greens.
Okay.
And so, then by that point you're basically just because you can't really taste the greens.
Right.
It's not adding any flavor
Yeah.
unless it's arugula.
Okay.
I think arugula is the only true salad because everything else doesn't add any flavor to the dressing, and therefore you're just eating it to eat dressing.
Okay.
You know, I saw this thing. I actually saved it on the Blanky time file on my TikTok. That a guy was talking about how in America, really
Saling.
yeah, salad should
Mhm.
be classified as a dessert
Okay.
because the dressings that we have here are so sweet
Interesting.
most of the time that
Okay.
really people are just calling it healthy, but it's really a dessert in the end.
Interesting. Makes sense because of all the sugar and
Yeah.
stuff in the dressing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I don't consider myself to be very well versed in the salad genre. I try and avoid them actually. But I do have a question that um, kind of goes along with the salad topic. Is cereal a salad or is it a soup? Or
I
is it
mean,
neither?
I think it's closer to a soup because there's milk-based soups. Um,
Yeah, but you can eat cereal without milk. You could put orange juice in it.
I mean, you could if you were a psychopath.
People do that though.
That's scary.
There's a lot of psychopaths.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think cereal can be quantified as a soup unless specifically you think that soup has to be savory in some form.
Does it though? What makes soup soup?
That's a good question.
So would a acai bowl be soup or a smoothie?
I think it's probably closer to a soup because here's the thing, right?
Uh huh.
I think a smoothie's closer to a bisque,
Okay.
which is a type of soup, but it doesn't have any chunks or lumps of anything in it.
Okay.
Typically, it's a completely homogenized texture.
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
So a bisque is different than just a soup. Soup um, will always have some kind of additional texture to the makeup of it, right? That's why cereal can be a soup because it's liquidy and there's a second texture that's involved, right?
Okay.
And so then if you go from there, you get to a chowder, which has a thicker liquid with chunks of stuff in it. But then if you go in the other direction, you get to a bisque, which doesn't have anything else in it besides the flat texture of like, the liquidiness.
Okay. That makes sense. Makes sense.
So there's different types of soups, but when people call, it's all about categories,
Right.
right? Like if someone was like, "Oh, I made some chowder," and then they served me chicken noodle soup, I would say this isn't chowder
Right.
because it has a more liquidy broth,
That makes sense.
right?
Yeah. Okay. Wow. My mind is, I'm learning so much right now.
More cred to the bread.
More cred to the bread. All right. So,
So
this is an easy one.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think you can put anything on pizza. I think
Yep.
mac and cheese on pizza.
There's a guy who does that on TikTok. He made like a pierogi pizza, and he said it was pretty good. The thing with pizza is as long as it has the pizza bread,
Mhm.
whatever kind you're making, deep dish,
Yeah.
thin crust, flat, as long as there's sauce and cheese in some order, like some people put cheese and then sauce,
Right.
and then toppings, or sauce and cheese then toppings, or sauce, toppings, then cheese.
Yeah.
As long as it has sauce and cheese in the bread,
Mhm. Mhm.
then it can be a pizza. Because there's like pizza bagels, right?
Yeah.
You get a bagel, you put some sauce and cheese on it, now it's a pizza.
Yeah.
You know?
Not to be confused with bagel bites, because bagel bites don't hit the same as a pizza bagel or a pizza English muffin. You ever put like sauce, cheese, toppings on an English muffin and put it in the toaster oven, dude? It'll change your life.
That sounds pretty good. English muffins slept on.
So I had a short stint at Pizza Hut.
Where you
And
work there?
I did
Oh,
for a while.
nice.
Yeah, back a long time ago. And we would go down the road, and the closest restaurant was Hardee's, and so we would get a bunch of like 2 or 3 large fries, and we would make loaded cheese fry stuffed crust pizza. Bro, it's a game changer. Throw some bacon on there, all different cheeses. Like you could even have pepperonis in the crust, sausage, whatever you want. I think we did mashed potatoes one time. We've done
Yeah.
breakfast pizzas with um like a cheese sauce as the base, and then eggs, and then cheese, and then sausage and bacon. And so I mean, yeah, I think pizza is in a league of its own. You can put anything on it, and as long as it's got, like you said, crust, sauce, cheese,
Yeah.
anything could be pizza, and anything can taste good as pizza.
That's a
It's-
food item.
Yeah, I think God Himself handed us
Pizza?
pizza.
Yeah.
Um, so is fruit pizza really pizza?
Fruit pizza?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, fruit pizza?
So if you never went to like Pizza Inn as a kid? They have like the dessert pizzas. So it's got like the
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit
well,
of like
like-
a different crust. But
Yeah.
It's got like blueberries, strawberries, cherries.
I think that's
things.
closer to a pie.
Yeah.
You know,
But
'cause-
isn't a pie pizza?
na na
pizza
na
pie?
na 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 na. Hey hey hey, apple pie.
Okay, so
That's literally
question
what
then.
CC's would say when they would bring out the apple pie pizza.
So is pizza a pie or is pie a pizza? What has stood the test of time?
Pizza's is a pie.
Pizza is a pie, but
Yeah.
it's pie pizza.
There's different types of different types of pie.
So if you don't have cheese in a pie, does it mean?
If it doesn't have cheese and sauce, it's a pie.
Yeah, but dessert pizza doesn't have cheese. So you think dessert pizza is just a pie?
Yeah.
on pizza crust.
Also, technically, the crust is different on the dessert ones, too. It's more like a pie crust.
It is.
That's why calling a pizza pie is kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Because pizza's its own thing. You know?
Right.
Just because it's in a circle shape doesn't make it a pie.
Okay.
Otherwise, a quesadilla would be a pie.
Okay.
More cred to the bread.
More cred to the bread. All right. Back to your salad thoughts real quick.
Yeah.
Is a Caesar salad authentically Roman?
If it's made with anchovies.
Mm.
Because original Caesar salad is like anchovies, lemon juice, and romaine lettuce and something else.
Is it true that it was named after Julius Caesar?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
When I was a kid, salad was exclusively a finger food to me. Like, if it was on my plate, I would eat everything with my fork, and then I would eat my salad with my fingers.
All right. I just read this. This is a really good one. Something I've been thinking about, actually. Should eggs be considered breakfast food or an all-day option?
It depends on the form they come in.
Does it? So you think
I think so.
scrambled eggs is for
Exclusively breakfast.
Interesting.
Yeah. But like an over medium can cross into different.
Bro, on a chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like an egg, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think poached and scrambled are exclusively breakfast time or brunch, because brunch is technically like breakfast. But the other forms, like a fried egg or over medium egg, those can be all day ones.
Okay.
You know? Because then at that point, the egg is just really adding like another layer to the sauce makeup of the dish. If it's like over medium or whatever, you know.
Right.
You get some of that yolk.
Dude. Okay. Well.
But breakfast is a conspiracy, so.
Right, I know how you feel about it. Yeah, I know how you feel about it. So I think we've given the people a lot to think about today.
And we definitely learned something that I wasn't even expecting.
Yeah, what'd you learn?
More cred to the bread.
More cred to the bread.
It's all about. It really goes back to the bread.
It really does.
Almost every food argument goes back to the type
What
of bread
type of
and
bread?
the shape it is and what order it comes in. You know?
Yeah, that's deep. It's really deep.
Today's podcast is brought to you and powered by two amazing local companies in Raleigh. Tell me a little bit about one of them, Matt.
Yeah, so Grateful Coffee Co. is a specialty coffee roaster in Raleigh. We source amazing coffees from all over the world, roast in small batches, deliver them directly to you, the consumer.
Yes!
So you always get the freshest coffee. We also partner with nonprofits in Guatemala, committed to doing good, investing in stories that actually matter. Your purchase can change the world. You can find out more online at grateful.coffee or on our socials at grateful.coffee.
Wow.
But today's episode is also brought to us by another amazing company. Stone, why don't you tell us about them?
That company is Oak Nut Workshop. Oak nuts, also known as acorns. I don't know where I'm going with that, but Oak Nut Workshop is my craftsmanship company. I make cool stuff. This is literally the best way I can say it. I basically have a problem where I like to do everything. So whether you want custom furniture made, or custom leather goods made, or custom blacksmithed, all sorts of stuff, check out everything that I have made at Oak Nut Workshop on all social medias and things, or on my website at oaknutworkshop.com. You can find my email there. Hit me up if you have anything you want custom made, and we'll design the best thing to suit your needs.
Love it. Add out.
Add out.
Well, man, it's been fun.
We should try to make some more Cred to the Bread merch at some point.
I think we should.
Let us know if you think you would like that.
I'm gonna come up with a design today. We can post it.
Okay.
We'll do some stuff.
More Cred to the Bread.
Yeah.
But besides all this arguing and jibber jabber, there's one thing that's universal.
What's that?
Everybody needs some blankie time.
Everybody.
Yeah.
No matter you're eating a sandwich, a hot dog, a taco, a cannoli,
A
a
wrap.
donut, a wrap, a gyro,
A pocket.
a pocket,
Yeah.
a pizza, a pie, a salad, a soup, a smoothie, a bowl. Whatever you find in your mouth. Make sure
What are you finding?
make sure you have
A blankie.
a
on,
blankie
yeah.
on at the time.
It's good for you.
It's good. Yeah. It has vitamins.
It has
Essential vitamins and minerals.
just like the crust of the bread.
You definitely don't want to miss out on the crust.
Do you get like osmosis? Is it like the power of osmosis that gives you the vitamins from the blanket?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, packed with essential vitamins and nutrients.
Yeah.
Just like a Pop-Tart.
Just like some bread.
Just like bread.
More Cred to the bread.
This morning I just had a whole bowl full of crust from bread.
Huh?
Yeah, I just cut the ends off and just ate it.
Why? Are you serious?
No, for all the vitamins, man.
Oh. Is that like poor people Flintstone gummies?
Basically.
It's just the crust of bread.
Just bread crust. That's what Mom and Dad said. You know, we didn't have a lot, but we had bread crust.
That'll get you through some hard times.
Yeah, man. You know what else will get you through some hard times?
Blankie time. Blankie time. Cuddle up, hang out, listen to some Blankie time, and let your mind wander away to Blankie land. It'll be good for you.
That's right. Blanky out.
Blankie out. Do, 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 do.